Katie Asaro grew up in Gloucester, Massachusetts, and moved to Missoula in 2011 for Hot Montana Guy. She came into her own, landing a job as a third grade teacher and sometimes co-hosts Reading Rainbow with LeVar Burton. Michael LaPointe is a puppeteer and inventor. He serves pizza with a smile at Biga Pizza, hangs up mid-phone conversation when he sees a police officer noticing him driving and talking on the phone. And he happily celebrated his 1-year anniversary as Katie LaPointe's husband this year. Please welcome Katie LaPointe and Michael LaPointe.
I feel like we have to take them off.
I think so.
I think that's the move. Oh, that feels so official. That's quite the move.
I'm ready.
Excellent. Many of you have been to the Top Hat, which is a lovely establishment here in town. And you may know, you might not know if you're newer to Missoula, that it was renovated in 2013. Gorgeous renovation. But they had to close down to do that. The Top Hat was a little less glamorous prior to the renovation. I see some nods. You all know what I'm talking about. You drank from those tap lines. You know. So the Top Hat reopened in 2013. It was awesome. We were so excited. At the time, I was working retail, and that was glamorous. And Mike was a preschool teacher, and he also had just started working at Biga Pizza. So date nights were a big deal.
Few and far between.
Yes, and they were a very big deal. So we had date night scheduled for the Top Hat, and the Top Hat was they were playing movies on I think it was Monday nights maybe. It was like Monday movie night, and they were playing The Big Lebowski. It was the first time they were doing it, and they were gonna serve White Russians.
Welcome to the new Top Hat.
It was gonna be epic, and it was date night, and it was so exciting.
I did have to work a split shift though, because I usually pick up gigs anytime it's offered, and this guy Kevin really needed a hand, and I was like, dude, I got your back, but I got to be out by 7 o'clock. So I'll come in and I'll work like the first 2 hours, but then you come in and I'll like change real quick, and then I'll meet Katie out front. It'll be perfect. We'll get to the Top Hat, Big Lebowski.
Mike covers lots of shifts, so that's not surprising and totally cool. So I took care of what I needed to take care of at the house, got the puppy situated in the crate, made sure I was looking really cute, and, moseyed on down to Biga and met Mike out front. And date night! Yes! Let's do this!
I feel like I should give some information that Katie didn't know at the time. And it's good as the listener to kind of have an insight on what's happening, because we were hanging out with a couple of friends who, for legal reasons, shall remain nameless in this story. And this is like months before, but they had just made this batch of pot brownies. And at the time, I was like, no, I can't do it, but I'll take it home with me. And I had like put it in a plastic bag and thrown it in the back of the cupboard, not even in like the refrigerator, and I'd forgotten about it. But when Big Lebowski came into my head, I thought, that's the time when you eat a pot brownie.
Obviously.
Perfect.
Obviously.
But I didn't tell Katie this because she wouldn't approve of that. So I stuffed it in my pocket because, at Biga Pizza, we are dedicated to being super efficient and very focused at work. Little plug there. And I waited till after Kevin came in and my shift was over, and I went in the back and I changed, and I just like stuffed this like months old brownie in my face and horfed that sucker down. Date night!
Date night. So I'm so excited. I don't know if you picked up on how excited I get about date night, but it's gonna be great. And he comes out and he's the hot Montanan, and he's so cute, and he's like got his freshy haircut, and he's wearing that shirt, and we like hold hands, and we walk down to the Top Hat, and we're like, yeah, we're going to Top Hat. It's brand new. We're gonna watch The Big Lebowski, and we start drinking White Russians. We've got a table. It's like this perfect little table, like with the light shining right on it, and it's packed, but there was a table for two waiting for us because they knew it was date night. And so we sat down for date night. And
Top Hat makes good food too, man. Another plug here. I'm proud of Missoula.
guys, I don't know
I
if
think
it's
we
still
got-
on the menu, but they had like the brisket,
with
with the sauce and like the aioli, because aioli goes well with
I
everything.
think
And
I got a salad, maybe like a goat cheese salad, and a couple White Russians, maybe 3. I don't know. I lost count.
definitely
but-
3. So yeah, the White Russians are flowing. The food is delicious. Date night's in full force right now, and The Big Lebowski is playing on
And
the
that
screen.
movie is funny.
It is.
It is
It's quite
funnier
fun.
than I remember.
If you haven't seen it recently, please do yourself a favor. Watch it again. It holds up year after year. It's an excellent, excellent movie. So that's playing, and we enjoy a lovely date night meal. And
It was hard to see the movie though from the
Yeah.
beautiful little table by the window. So we reached a point where it was like, hey, our meal's done. Why don't we? I see. Oh, there's 2 spots open at the bar. Let's get up and take some seats at the bar. And we move up, and we just have this perfect view of the screen. And we're well into the movie, and I sort of cross my legs and tuck them behind the rung of the thing, the bar stool, and I
it's
order
great.
another White
It's
Russian.
great. He's still. We're like feeling. Look, White Russians are delicious, and we've had several at this point. And I'm so happy. Retail jobs are hard. I usually work nights, and we're having such a good time.
I love you.
I love you too.
Oh,
and
baby.
I was just so happy to be hanging out with my hot Montanan in this cool bar and watching a good film, and it's packed and it's good people. And
You know that scene where Lebowski is like, man, you mix a strong drink, Jackie.
it's the dude that says that. Come on.
Yeah, well, he's Lebowski too. And he sits down on the couch, and it starts this scene. I'll just sing a little bit of the song. Maybe see what condition my condition is in. And he goes into this whole he passes out, and he goes through this whole trip. And right about
Share
that
the
time,
fun fact. That's the only time a song has been played from the beginning to end in a film.
yeah, that was like a major film
big
moment
deal.
to play a song from the beginning all the way to the end. Coen Brothers, beautiful.
It was lovely.
But at that point, I was like, man, you do mix a strong drink, Jackie, because I am feeling kind of dizzy. And I got up and I straightened my legs a little bit, and I think because I had them crossed, the blood rushed into my legs, and then all of a sudden it was like, and I was like, whoa, the room's getting dark. And I look at Katie with just enough time to say, I think I'm gonna pass out.
Date night. He passes out onto my shoulder. And I'm like, get off of me. No, Michael. No, cut it out. You are ruining date night. You stop that right now. He is out on my shoulder.
I don't remember any of this.
Out cold, which is really strange. He's had 3 White Russians, maybe 4. I've had 2 or 3. We can hold our liquor. We've had food in our stomach. The heck is going on with you? I start to panic. And people tend to notice that when you're like this at the Top Hat bar. Like that at the Top Hat bar. So people start to, and I'm like, I don't know what's going on. And I'm starting to get panicked, and he won't wake up off my shoulder. He's not small. I'm a dainty, delicate flower, and he is hard to hold up on a bar stool. And so this server that we kind of know, her name's Casey, and she's a person around town, and we know her through friends, and she comes by and she's like, can I help you guys? And I'm like, something's wrong with Mike. I don't know what's going on. And she's like, I have wilderness first aid training. He doesn't have a pulse. He does. It's date night. He needs a pulse, you guys. He needs a pulse. So they call 911. And I have these lovely gentlemen holding him up on the bar. And Casey's calling 911, and the movie is playing, except everyone is watching us now.
For the record, I did have a pulse. Because I was very much alive, and as that gentleman was holding me up, and as the EMTs were just entering through the door, I definitely came to, because I remember this well, coming to and being like, oh no. Okay. Cannot tell Katie what's going on right now, and I have got to swim through this. I am on my own. And this guy's holding me on this side, and Katie's holding me over here, and I was like, whoa, let me go. Oh my God, let me go. Oh my God, let me go. And this dude pulls up and he's got the blue gloves and the shirt and the flashlight right in my eye. You know, like, sir, what are you on? What have you done tonight? And I was like, oh my God, back off. He's like, my name's Malcolm. Say my name back to me. And I was like, Malcolm, it's Malcolm. Oh my God. I was like, you've had an episode, sir. And I was like, I don't know what happened. You just got here. Nothing's happened. He's like, sir, you passed out. And I was like, no, that didn't happen. And he was like, no, sir, you passed out. And I'd get really aggressive.
It definitely happened. I was there, it happened.
And he's trying to like grab my arms, and I felt really, not necessarily violated, but uncomfortable, and I felt really guilty, and I was just like, oh my God, I'm gonna start swinging if you guys don't let me go. I have rights, you cannot touch me, let me go.
Meanwhile, I'm like, I'm so sorry. Oh, he's not normally like this. I don't know what's gotten in. He teaches preschool, and really, it's date night, and I just don't know. And I'm a crier. And I'm like a Kim Kardashian ugly crier. You've seen the memes. It's just like that. Like, it is red-faced. So I'm so sorry. I don't know what's wrong with him.
This guy, they roll in a freaking gurney. There's like a gurney there, and another guy, and he was like, this is Bruce. Say his name, Bruce. And what's my name? It's still Malcolm. And he's like, sir, you're being very erratic. I need you to come outside. I was like, I can't go outside with you guys. I have a bar tab. And he's like, if you come outside with me, your bar tab's covered. And I was like, cool. That's great. So this is where I really feel like a dick, because we're walking outside, and I was like, hey, Malcolm, hey, Bruce, this is Nick Chakota. He just renovated the top hat. Nick, you don't know me right now, but you're going to remember my face. Hey, this is Katie. She used to date a friend of mine. She's a server. I know her. Hey, this is my girlfriend, Katie. Hey, you know what? I know the date today. And we walk outside, and there's like the ambulance and 3 other EMTs. And I'm like, hey, I haven't met you guys yet. Can I introduce you to Nick and to Casey and to my girlfriend, Katie? You know, like, here's Malcolm, and this is Bruce. And they're like, we need you to get on the ambulance. We have to check your blood pressure. And I was like, I'm not getting on the ambulance. Do I have a right to refuse your service?
We should know, Mike does not have health care at this time.
It was like the 3rd day that I didn't have health care. And I'm thinking, this is going to be like a $25,000 mistake. I am not sitting on that gurney, and you cannot put a stethoscope up to my heart. And I start getting really like, I refuse your service. I didn't call 911. I was awake when you came into the room. You cannot touch me. I'm not signing anything. You, as my girlfriend, do not have a right to tell them my name or to sign anything for me. I have cash. I'll pay that bar tab. I don't know what happened. Maybe I got drugged. Maybe people are getting drugged at the new top hat. That's what happened.
I'm crying harder now. And apologizing to literally anyone who will listen. He's not normally like that. I also am curious as to, did he get drugged? Why did he get, I'm the cute chick. What, did he just take the bullet for me? Was I supposed to get drugged? It is a mess out on the sidewalk.
They're pulling, all the different EMTs are coming up and each like trying their own game. Like, so let me just talk to you man to man here for a second. Did you take something tonight? Look, we're really here for your health. Okay, listen, buddy, if you took something tonight, we really need to help you out and you need to get on this ambulance. And finally, I said, all right, here's the deal. I'm not signing anything. I'm not giving you anything. Here are my car keys. I'm putting my car keys on the ground. I'm going to walk away. Unless anybody has anything else to say to me, I'm walking away. I'm walking away. And I turned around and I freaking beelined it back to the car.
Oh, he ran. He ran down the sidewalk away from the top hat. And I'm really sorry. I'm so sorry, Nick. Can I take care of our tab? Don't worry about the tab. Come here, just get off the sidewalk. Nick was very lovely that night. I proceeded to apologize, grovel, pick up the keys, and just like back away and hope that we never saw any of these people ever again in this very small town that we live in. And then I followed my stranger home, the guy that I have been dating for like 5 years at this point. Follow him down the street to our car, where I continue to sob and debate. We live on the west side. I have to drive past St. Pat's. Do I just pull in and have him admitted now? Because I have no idea what's going on with my boyfriend. He has no like medical issues. He's incredibly healthy. Like I have no idea. I'm racking my brain, and he is angry
like grinding
in the
my
car.
teeth angry.
Angry.
You drive me home right now. Do not pull over. I'm not talking. You just get me home. Whew.
Yeah.
I feel it right now.
Yeah, exactly. So we drive back to our cute little house on the west side, and I'm terrified of the man in the passenger seat. And we get to our house, we pull up out front, and he gets out, and he storms through the front
Right
gate
inside.
into the house, and I can hear him. He's like playing with the dog, like everything's fine. And I call his brother because I'm out of my mind, worried, and I don't know what just happened. So I call Jed, and I say, Jed, I have no, like, does Mike have, like, this allergy? Or, like, does he have, like, has he ever had a seizure before? Like, what is going on with him right now? He's like, Katie, he took drugs. And I'm like, no, Mike, he was at work. Jed, there's no way he could have taken drugs. Like, he went to work, I picked him up on the sidewalk, and we went to the Top Hat. But, I don't understand what could have happened to him. He's like, he's on drugs. And I was like, no, Jed, there is no possible way. I saw him the whole time. There was no chance at any point could he have taken anything. And Mike would have told me that's not like him. And he said, well, Tim and Barrett live around the corner. Barrett's a nurse, and Tim's a big enough ass where he'll make Mike go to the hospital if he needs to. So go just check on Mike and then call Tim and Barrett, and they'll come around the block and they'll help you. All right, I'll let you know what happens, Jed. Thanks. I hang up. I walk inside the house. Deep breath, because I don't know who I'm going to be dealing with when I walk in. And I look at Mike, and all he can say is,
Baby, I ate a pot brownie. Sorry.
and that's how it happened.
Thank you, Katie and Mike.